What other things are there? So there's like electricity, there's internet.
Services like water and
taking
your shit away.
Access to the sewage system.
Yeah, taking your shit away.
Access to the sewage system.
Well, that's as easy as just popping a manhole cover and putting a toilet on it. Yeah.
Well, that's quite a dominant sort of act.
And it definitely would be observable because most of those manhole covers are in the middle of the fucking road, aren't they?
Like just rolling up and
just pulling the lid, putting down the little the commode seat.
What if you had an interchangeable unit? So you could just like swap it out for a manhole cover, a personal access vent with a built-in toilet,
like one of those crouchy, Japanese style.
Yeah. You just
do a deuce and away you go.
It's like
drop it in there.
Sort of a piece of art almost. You just swap.
That's it.
Go around one night and just swap out. Just put
swap
toilets
them all
everywhere.
out, so they got the little,
just straight into the sewer.
Little deposit slot.
I like that. You have like a little sort of privacy screen. Just
and then you won't have it all over your streets, mate. It organises that whole, do it anywhere. Oh, hang on, I can go to the place and drop it straight down there.
But the direct,
be courteous, kind and courteous rather than leaving it for someone to step on.
Just take your animal down. You can just drop your animal down into the sewer.
That's it.
Just walk home unburdened. No need to worry about that anymore.
Easy deposit.
Just goes back into like integrate that into sort of like a sort of a community sort of mulching system that sort of produces whatever, integrates into, so everything becomes part of the goodness again.
Them chud have got to eat something, all right? Otherwise they're going to come up out and start eating people. So at least if you can drop a deuce down there, you're feeding the chuds.
Well, how would you protect against other things being put down there besides that?
Oh, like sanitary products and stuff which shouldn't go down there. Creating
like people.
Oh, insertion of
like if you're so you put this squat toilet, so it's a hole. So things could fall down there. You could fit like a dog or a cat.
Just in case you lose your phone or something.
Well, it's going straight into the sewer, man. Like this is like terminal.
Well, you're going to have to go dive.
There's no cat. Is there a layer? Is there a catching? I don't think that sounds like a failure. I think it's starting to like make the slop everywhere.
No, it's normally designed to be free flowing. So
free. You don't
once it goes down there, it's off. It's on its journey. That's
what I mean. So you're walking out with like little little Shih Tzu and
straight down. Yeah. I guess you're going to just have to head to where it comes out, to possibly retrieve.
There's nothing to retrieve. If you entered the sewer system of most places,
basically goes to the special processing plant, and then you end up in one of the
You're in a tube. You're not in like a wonderland with like little sort of like.
I don't know. Well, look, so I've been down there. I've been down into those places.
Well, you're talking about big ones though. You're talking about like major trucks.
I've been down there and walked around. I know what it stinks like. It's definitely
No, but that's a trunk.
It's not a nice place to be.
That's not a you have to be very selective to be like. I don't think, for example, if I went up to Bondi Road and I found where one was on the main road, say Bondi Road or Hall Street there.
Yep.
Camp Parade. We're in Brisbane. Like I don't know. Let's see, somewhere in like West End.
One of the West End.
Somewhere in there.
South Brisbane.
South Brisbane. Good to see it. Also, or another good place would be Fortitude Valley.
That'd be perfect.
Perfect, yeah. And you just like swapping out that personal access vent, the manhole cover, the
slotted one,
the slotted one, the woman. I was actually trying to flip it because it's like a manhole cover. So it's like maybe it's like a woman.
Well, I mean, if you
cover,
if you put a slot in it, you just call it. You change it from manhole to bonus hole, wouldn't you? Because at least you drop a deuce. That's a bonus.
Hole cover. Yeah, that's nice. It's nice bonus hole. Bonus hole. We'll go insulting bonus hole. I can't believe. So you go with the cover. You swap out the cover with the built-in toilet cover.
Special version, 3D
but
printed.
What I'm trying to say is I don't think that if you tried to go underneath the road of Hall Street, that you would end up into sort of like a walking arcaded space with open sewers, or or even anything like that, or even major pipes. Like full walking spaces. Like major works there still require, like in huge cities, like in certain places, if you went into Sydney.
Oh, in certain places they'd be small pipes. There wouldn't be no navigation of those parts. Yeah.
No, like where have you been that's done that though? Like in the centre of Sydney.
I've been underneath the full of Jindalee. Like I went into the storm drainage in there, and
the storm drainage. Yeah.
But that's different. The storm drainage is different from the sewer. But yeah, they had they popped the cover when I was over at the last house I was in for the sewage system, and I was very curious. I was like, hey,
I'm sure you're curious.
I want to go down there and have a look. And he's like, well, we got to check to make sure there's no noxious gases first. So let's put the equipment down there and let it do the scan. And then, if you want to come down for a bit of a look with us, you just come down, have a look. Yeah. And they were massive, mate, and very old, like antiquated.
Yeah, in that sort of where it was almost like an aquifer.
Them really old pipes, them sewer stuff. Yeah,
like where you're basically making sort of like a piped river of literally.
And they have to regularly monitor and check it to make sure there's no backup. The old fatberg. Because, you know, even though they say don't flush this
that's
shit,
big
people
trust.
still do because they don't give a shit. Yeah.
Like around your area, there is nowhere you could go to do that, I don't think. Like,
And I can tell you right now, like I said, you don't just go inviting yourself into those spaces because you remember, you know, with that, when you take the cover off, there's a certain amount of, you know, the
death.
Well, what is it?
Death
The gas that comes off it. Yeah, you know, when you get a whole stack of shit together and, you know, brew it, there's that element of gas which you can power stuff with. You know, you could use that methane to, you know, have a little barbecue if you needed to. But you wouldn't want to go down there with anything that wasn't intrinsically safe, because, you know, even the slightest spark with the residue of that methane gas, and, you know, you're looking at